When you think about self-improvement books, you think about Atomic Habits, Rich Dad Poor Dad, How to Win Friends and Influence People, Deep Work by Cal Newport. But what if I tell you that this secret Japanese comic book, which is about a young samurai, is better than all of them? Hot take? Yeah, probably. But just sit back, grab your chicken nuggets, and let me show you why. Preoccupied with the leaf, and you won't see the tree. Preoccupied with the tree, and you'll miss the entire forest. Don't be preoccupied with a single spot, but see everything in its entirety, effortlessly. That is what it means to truly see. This is probably one of my favorite quotes from all of Vagabond, and it perfectly captures the way that Musashi would have to go about learning and growing. Vagabond was written by a Japanese author called TakehikoInoue. Takehiko Inoue, and it's about the real-life samurai Musashi Miyamoto, who was a samurai, philosopher, strategist, and artist. The story of Musashi is that he wants to be invincible under the sun, aka be the strongest person alive. And something about this story truly strikes you when you're reading it. The quote at the start is one that deals with perspective and mindfulness. Musashi realizes that he's only looking at the leaf, but why? Why is the need to be strong so important to him? As the story progresses, Musashi would fight some of the best in combat. Each of these fights push him to new heights, but not just his wins, even more so his losses. And we can even look at this ourselves and completely change the way that we see failure. Cause it's only in those moments of loss that Musashi is able to rethink his perspective, grow in his mindfulness, and realize that he's only looking at a leaf. We get caught up in things like failure to meet expectations, whether set by others or usually ourselves. But one thing that Musashi has truly taught me is that failure is never the end, and even more, it's the best lesson to grow. Now, about 250 chapters into the story, Musashi had finally achieved the title of greatness. But the interesting thing is, he truly never felt that way. Had he become stronger? Yes. Was he now viewed as invincible? To a certain degree? Yes, of course. And I feel like one of the best and biggest lessons to myself personally is how Vagabond conveys the heavy price of ambition. We live in this age where the more money you have, women, cars, watches, the cooler you are. But Vagabond shows us that greed is the surest way to a quick downfall. And this is the reason that I freaking love Vagabond, right? Like every single other self-improvement book is like, oh yeah, like this is how you make $1 million per month. This is how you build habits, or just start saying this to a random girl and she'll start sucking it right away. But with Vagabond, makes you think in your own mind. We truly see the story and we truly see how it's being conveyed. Musashi's biggest goal in life was to be invincible under the sun, right? AKA be the strongest person alive. But after killing thousands of people and 300 chapters later, he was now finally viewed as invincible under the sun and the strongest person alive. But then what? We can literally visually see Musashi just feeling so fucking empty after he became invincible under the sun. Like you can literally see in some of the pages where he was like, what was the entire point of this? Was it really worth the sacrifice of half of my life and thousands of lives? Like, okay, I'm the strongest fucking person alive. So, and during the last few chapters of the manga, we see him during the farm arc, finally living as a normal person and truly thinking, what was all of this for? We can truly see how Musashi living as a normal person truly opened his eyes. Musashi started to think about the bigger pictures of life. What did he actually want to do with his life? And I feel like this is a great lesson to basically all of us, because during our day-to-day life, we are so locked into our daily routines of like work or school, or like our side hustles and like our hobbies and shit, that we never just truly have like our own farm arc, I guess you could say, and truly just think about like, is this thing that I'm doing right now truly what I want to do? Would I be doing this thing if money didn't exist? Will my life really be better after I've achieved this thing? Or what will I do after I have achieved this thing? And even for me, there was a point where I had this certain ambition that I basically put before everything else. And like Musashi, I pursued it with everything I had. But reaching a point, I started questioning if it was even worth it or not. Like I had something that I could be proud of, but it ended up isolating me from the people that I truly cared about. I started taking steps to rediscover myself and what was truly important to me. I journaled a lot during that time, and I'm glad to say that I finally found a new path that I can pursue. This YouTube channel. Ambition is a very powerful thing. It's ambition that got me to start my self-improvement journey. It's ambition that enabled us humans to evolve to the point where 90% of the people watching this don't have to worry about where the next meal will come from or if there's like a roof over their head tonight or not. But you just have to make sure that the thing that you're pursuing is something that you truly want to do. And in case you didn't know, my name is Marlon, and being a YouTuber is literally my childhood dream. So if you enjoyed this video, then please hit the like and subscribe button, because it doesn't end there. There's a lot more that we can learn from Vagabond, but of course, I'm not going to go through all of them today. And one thing that truly struck me while I was reading Vagabond is the dangers of lust. For example, during the first few chapters of the manga, we can see that how Musashi's best friend, I'm not gonna say his name, okay, gets tempted by a woman, and instead of helping Musashi fight the bandits, he basically just has sex with her behind a tree. Like that, I know, right? Like that's such a fucking pussy move. And because of that one decision right there, he does not go on a journey with Musashi to become invincible under the sun alongside him. If you have read Vagabond yourself, then you can just imagine, right? Like Musashi's best friend's life could have just been so fucking different if he just did not get tempted by that woman, right? If he just knew how to control his lust and he actually went to fight the bandits with Musashi, his life could have been completely different. But because he got tempted by the woman, he went behind the tree to have sex with the woman instead of actually have Musashi fight the bandits. Like, it really makes you think that if Musashi's friend actually knew how to control his lust, then the entire story would have just been so fucking different. Like, bro, lust can make us do some stupid shit. Like, how many people's lives have been completely ruined because some people just couldn't control their lust? Most men literally ruin their lives by watching porn for years, or even worse, raping a girl because they cannot control their lust. And so if you do not want to be like those men and actually learn how to control your lust, then go ahead and watch this video right now where I teach you how to control your sexual energy. And always remember, you were born free.